Dead Island 2. I was really excited for this game. I don't know what happened. I just didn't feel like putting this out. I didn't feel like making it. It just wasn't in me to create this. The more and more that I think about it, I feel like it needs to be said about how I feel about Dead Island 2. Because there's a high possibility that everybody else feels this way too. Hi, I'm Chaos. I have a slight green tea addiction. What went wrong with Dead Island 2? Is Dead Island 2 really the savior of the zombie RPG genre? And that's a pretty loaded question because there's a lot of options in the zombie RPG genre. It's safe to say that Dead Island 2 definitely isn't a horrible game. It did a lot of things right. We spent so long waiting for this game, thinking, oh, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be amazing, and then it comes out. It's a great game, but it's not the best game for zombie RPG. I've been so excited for this game ever since it was announced and got delayed and then announced again and then got delayed and then got announced again and then got delayed and then got announced and then switched developers and then got delayed and then got announced and then got delayed and then finally came out. It's been here for a while, and in reality I don't feel like it's really made an impact. But we should start with what's good about this game and how it actually is a great game. It's not groundbreaking. Let's start with the story. It's pretty bare bones for a zombie story. A zombie apocalypse outbreaks in LA, now known as Hell A. Good name for a town, by the way. So in Hell A, your primary goal is to escape after your plane goes down, and you meet this massive movie star, and you have to help her escape the town, and that's about it. Escape Hell A. That's escape Hell A. That is the entire premise of this game. Now there is a deeper meaning, but I feel like you should definitely play the game to get to that meaning. I'm not gonna spoil it. It's pretty good, but it only takes up like the last 2 hours of the story. So, hey, I mean, at least the first, 8 hours are getting out of Hell A. But yeah, the story isn't anything to write home about. The combat in this game, on the other hand, is actually, it's an improvement. It does feel like the Dead Island games. It's what I was looking forward to. They didn't really add much to it. I mean, you can mod weapons now. That's great. That's great and dandy. The weapons now shoot fire bullets and electric bullets. I don't know how that works, but they do it, and it's pretty fun to use those. But other than that, I mean, it's just the same mod menu as Dead Island or Dead Island Riptide, and I just thought there would be more to the combat than that. I mean, you can hit zombies' ankles out from under them so they can't walk anymore. That's pretty great. That's what's so great about this game. You can actually interact with the zombies now. I mean, you were able to do that in the first 2 Dead Islands. I mean, they put a massive graphics overhaul in this game, but now it runs terribly. And I still think Dead Island Riptide looks good, even before they released the enhanced edition. To say the game looks great, it is. It does look great. But if you can't run it, then what's the point? I mean, I had trouble recording this because of it. All right. I'm supposed to talk about the combat. It's visceral. That's great. That's a plus. You always want visceral in your zombie games. It's not as intuitive as you would have been led to believe. All encounters can just be solved with brute force. There's really no skill required for this combat. I mean, all you have to do is just level as fast as you can, and then once you do that, it's just a breeze. You just swing your way through hordes and then it's okay. They did add different zombie types, but they're just the same. I mean, you have the fast ones, and then you have the slow ones, and then you have everything in between, the big ones, the ones you can only hurt with melee weapons. Is that how you spice up the game? You restrict people to what they can use to defeat this enemy? Don't get me wrong, that is a good thing, but you shouldn't have to only use that. You should be rewarded for being able to be proficient with every weapon, not be proficient to the type that zombie requires to be killed with. And that's really my main gripe with the RPG genre in zombie games. You spend forever swinging there when you know that if you have a katana, you should be able to take its head off in one shot. But no, with the level-based system, you have to level up first, and then you're able to defeat the zombie with a weapon that is the level before. But as long as you're that level, you can defeat that zombie. Even if you use a weapon that's level 5 and you're level 10. How does that work? It's the same weapon. What, you just magically just made the weapon more powerful? No, that's not how that works. But I get it. It's for sake of balancing, so you have to always rely on finding new loot and saving up all your junk that you find in the world. But at what point does that just become null and void? That really isn't that intuitive anymore. The combat, it's great for what it is, but it really didn't enhance anything about this game. It's good, but what you come to expect from a game like this. You level up, you mod your weapons, and then you kill the zombies. I do have to give them credit. You can repair your weapons in this game, which is amazing. I mean, you repair it with cash, which I don't know how money repairs metal, but it does. It's a good combat system, but it's nothing we haven't seen before, and that's the main disappointment with this. They've all been saying they revitalized the combat system and all that. but guns don't even one-shot headshot zombies. So really, did they revitalize anything? The only gun that one-shot headshots is a hunting rifle, and that's only on basic zombies. Just why? I thought you were supposed to be rewarded for aiming right, but no. That's not the case. Now that all the rants are over about the important things in this game, I mean, skill trees, they're whatever. I mean, let's be serious here. It's all about the weapons in the game. The skill trees really don't make much of a difference, as far as I noticed. There's nothing new anymore. It's hit a standstill, so there's not really much better to say about this. I mean, you played this game so many times before, but the novelty wore off. They're gonna have to impress us better than this. And I know this game received a lot of positive praise when it came out, but the longevity of it, it's not there. There's not really much to look forward to in terms of this game. If Dead Island 3 comes out, am I gonna get it? Probably. I mean, I have to. I thought this was gonna go a lot better than it did, and I had fun playing it. It's just not as great as I thought it was going to be. But in turn, you should definitely get it. I mean, it's definitely worth it if it's half price, but other than that, don't. That's all I can really say. Hopefully it just ends there, or they make it better by releasing a better game, but who knows? That's not going to happen. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you liked the video, you can hit the like button, please God, it helps. If you didn't like it because you really liked Dead Island 2, I mean, I'll know you didn't. Make sure to leave a subscription. If you like this video, you'll like my other ones, definitely. They're probably more chaotic than this one. I mean, I had a pretty firm stance in this one. This game was a disappointment, really. This game was not ready for that hype train at all. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you watch my other videos too. I mean, they're on the screen.